What's up, Sneaky Nation? Sneaky P here, back with all the news after week number 12 of our Columbus Aviators franchise, where the Aviators continue this win streak and have seemingly turned their season around. Now, we do still have some issues. Marcus Mariota is still playing a little bit too inconsistent for our liking. He's getting bailed out by the receivers on some big-time plays, but it's nice to see Sean Sutton and Curtis Harden get back to making some big-time plays for this offense, and Sankey has kind of turned it back around, having a few good games in a row now, really looking like he can handle that number one running back spot, with Tavon Austin being the perfect complement as a number 2 back for us. Things are looking pretty good. We're 8-3 on the season. Next up, we have the 7-4 Eagles. Let's go ahead and get to some scouting. One thing we need to say is Tyrone Stevens has emerged as a big-time playmaker for this defense. Now, on the opposite side of the field, Roby's getting some interceptions. He has not been all that great in coverage, sometimes allowing receptions to be made that he probably should be batting down. But, you know, that can always improve. One thing I do need to say, though, is it has just been remarkable at how good Tyrone Stevens is, consistently locking down the other team's number one wide receiver. Things are looking pretty solid for this team right now. But I would still like to improve our secondary a little. I don't even know where somebody would play, to be honest. Like, who do I bench? Everybody's kind of bringing something to the table, but clearly as an overall base unit, our team still could use some work. You know, we haven't seen big-time playmaking skills, or best coverage skills is a better way of saying it. They're making plays. They're not just great in coverage yet. But we got young players at every position at this point in time in the secondary, so I'm pretty happy about that. We do still need to look around, though. Still scout around even for running backs. Look at this guy. First-round talent, projected to go in the second round. Somebody to keep an eye on. A big thing is going to be the combine scores, obviously. That's really what it's going to come down to. We're going to have to see what we can do there. Not seeing a whole lot of wide receivers yet that really kind of stand out to me, but that can always change too, especially with combines. But I have not found like a running back combine score that I absolutely love in this new Madden yet. I haven't found that Devin Golden kind of player, and that could always happen, but it just hadn't happened yet. So anyway, nice win over the Redskins. Definitely not as close of a game as it would appear there. But we got the Eagles on the road now. As we saw, they actually have a pretty good record. So we'll check out their lineup here in a second, but let's go to the weekly awards. I think I missed last week, somebody said in the comments. I apologize for that. So we will check out these two here. We got Matt Ryan, 26 of 37, 4 passing touchdowns. Arrington, 9 tackles, 2 interceptions. I feel like I did do this. I'm looking at it now. Did I miss it the week before? No, because we got Blake in there. Somebody told me I missed one. I don't think I did. I don't know. Anyway, Tyrone Stevens, 2 tackles, 2 interceptions, and 2 touchdowns for the Columbus Aviators. And a huge reason why we won that game. One of them was right as the Redskins were getting ready to score, and he made that play. So great game from him. Dent, 6 tackles, 1 sack, 1 interception, 1 fumble forced. Cam Newton, 21 of 30, 329 yards, 3 passing touchdowns for him. And Andrew Luck, 23 of 32, 4 passing touchdowns, 290 yards, continuing his great season right now. One thing I want to look at is our stats throughout the season. Again, not feeling Marcus Mariota right now. He's got to get more consistent if this team is going to go anywhere in the playoffs. He started off the season really good and has since been struggling, you know, but that's got to turn around. We cannot be throwing this many interceptions. Our team's just going to be doomed if we continue at this pace. We got to lock it up. Now, it's one thing for Russell and Patrick to throw interceptions. You kind of expect that. They're not NFL starting quarterbacks. They were kind of thrown in situations that they are not definitely going to succeed in. But Mariota, we got to lock that down. We got to turn that around. Running the ball, Tavon Austin killing it. 10 touchdowns. Sankey with 4. Jatirian Russell with 1. Marcus Mariota with 1. And Tyson Russell. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Doran Dickerson with 1 there. Receiving, Curtis Harden, 52 catches. He only has 4 touchdowns on the season. Only 2 for Sean Sutton. We really got to get these guys more involved immediately. Austin's been great out of the backfield in the receiving game. Happy to have him there. 15 total touchdowns on the season for him right now. He's really doing a great job. Dorial Green-Beckham was injured for quite a while, but we have to get him back involved in this offense. It just has to happen. 10 catches, I mean, he's played enough games that he should have more than that. But he is getting into the end zone, and he has made some nice plays for our team. overall, though, we definitely got to get some more receivers involved in the offense. It's been really difficult, though. You know, ever since I changed the sliders a little bit to avoid having like 3 big plays a game like we were getting, it's a lot more challenging to do that, though. So we'll have to work with it and not adjust the sliders. I'm pretty happy with what we're getting from the sliders right now, but we'll have to just work on being better and doing what we can to succeed in that regard. Derek Morgan, 14 sacks on the season. Justin Brown, the rookie, 7th round pick out of Villanova with 6. Casey with 4, 3.5 for Reyes, the rookie. Avery Williamson with 3, Daquan Jones with 3, Dion Knight with 3, McElroy 2.5, Malik Hale, and these 2.5 sacks have come in the last few games while he has been filling in for the injured Tyler McElroy. So honestly, he's looking better in that spot than McElroy was. McElroy, of course, is a middle linebacker, but when you have Justin Brown playing so well, and then obviously Avery Williamson, who, by the way, has been struggling in coverage. I notice a lot of times when a player is going off, particularly like tight ends and stuff, Avery Williamson's not getting it done. Part of me wonders, I just don't know how to go about this, because I know Bradford has great zone coverage for a linebacker. I don't know how to go about this, but that's kind of like a huge hole in our defense right now is our middle linebackers are just giving up way too many plays. But Tyrone Stevens, 6 interceptions on the season. I think, according to somebody, we've tied the record for the most non-offensive touchdowns in a season. I don't know if that's correct or not, but pretty crazy. Obviously, that one game definitely had a lot to do with it, but, you know, quarterbacks are making mistakes. Reyes has 2 fumbles returned. Tyrone Stevens, those were his first 2 defensive touchdowns. Are you kidding me? I did not realize that. Overall, though, defense is definitely making some plays, but they got to be better at getting points off the board. We're allowing way too many points despite the fact that we are making some big-time plays. I just wanted to do a brief run-through of what our team was doing this year. Then next week, we'll probably check out, you know, around the league and everything like that. So let's go ahead and check out the Eagles lineup, see what they are working with before this game. Going to be one of our tougher games. Now, that Redskins game, they do have one of the better teams I feel like we've come across. Why do I keep going the opposite way? I'm just not even thinking. I do think they have one of the better teams we've come across, but right now, the Eagles are doing work, and here is Derek Carr back on the Eagles. Very reminiscent of our Los Angeles Crusaders franchise, where he led them to some Super Bowls. Interesting to see that there. There he is, man. I can't believe the Raiders let him go. He's not really developing all that well at only 79 overall. In fact, you would kind of have to wonder if they're going to go with Nate Barnes, a 6'4" rookie out of Texas. Clearly has some skills there. DeMarco Murray going to be at running back for them with Ray Rice backing him up. Fullback Will Johnson at wide receiver. Julian Edelman, Robert Woods. Pretty solid team here looking through. You know, they got some veterans down there mixed with some young players. Zach Ertz at tight end and Helfit as well. Left tackle Lamar Bryan, 86 overall, 3rd-year player. Saffold coming over. Jason Kelsey, not a bad one. They got a 75 overall rookie here at right guard, and he's going to have to fill in because they have an injury to Jeff Allen there. And then Lane Johnson, a great right tackle. So pretty solid offensive line. Mario Williams going to be on their defensive line with Fletcher Cox now. That is a great duo to have. Then they have Benny Logan and BJ Raji there. Connor Barwin going to be a left outside linebacker. Michael Kendricks getting it done at middle linebacker with Kiko Alonso. Still a great duo to have there. Brandon Graham at right outside linebacker. Byron Maxwell and LaVari Wade, a guy that we were scouting quite a lot. Hasn't developed a whole lot yet. Eric Rowe down there, Griffin, a rookie out of Indiana. Overall, this is one of the best defenses I feel like we have faced. This and the Redskins defense, both very, very good. But look at this rookie, 82 overall out of Florida here. Kadarius Odom, definitely a guy we're going to have to keep an eye on. 82 overall, my goodness. Decent zone coverage for a rookie there. Let's see what he's got. Catching, 84 overall catching, my goodness. Doesn't have a lot of speed, though. That might be his downfall, which, you know, we might be able to use with, like, Curtis Harden running a deep route in his direction. That could definitely work out for us. A 77 carrying. What in the world? This guy's got some offensive talents over here with that catching and carrying skill. Pretty interesting to see that. What was his hit power? I missed that. 82, okay. Pretty solid player, though. You know, if this guy had more speed, he would be a superstar. And then Georgia Loca over here as well. I mean, their defense is just stacked. Mixed with veterans, mixed with young players. Pretty much exactly what you would want your defense to have. That healthy balance between the two. With some young superstars potentially there as well. So that is going to be it for this episode, guys. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, please smash that like button, and I will see you guys in Week 13 as we take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Later.